Okay, very good evening, class. Let's start the session.
Good evening,
My
ma'am.
voice is audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so today's session is about the MACD. MACD is also another kind of indicator you can say in the market, okay, which is basically used for indication type in the market. Okay, we basically used as an indicator, you can say. It is always a kind of supporting, just like RSI. It's the another kind of indicator with the name of MACD we will use in the market. Okay, moving average convergence and divergence, invented in 1979 by Gerald Appeal. Okay, so the moving average is the kind of indicator. The full form of the MACD is moving average convergence and divergence. It is just same as like RSI. Okay, it is one of the most popular technical trading indicator in trading. The MACD is appreciated by the traders in the world over for its simplicity and flexibility, because it can be used either a trend or a momentum indicator. The concept behind the MACD is fairly straightforward, and the indicator is based on the trend momentum indicator, measures distance between two EMAs, one of the topmost popular indicators. It also works with stocks, future, commodities, and currencies. Okay, so basically the MACD is based on the trend momentum. You can also say this momentum, this indicator is also a momentum indicator, which basically tell us that what the trend is going on in the market, that basically which market is preferring which trend in the market. Okay, so the measures, it basically measures the distance between the two EMAs, the two going on EMAs. Like we have the, like as just like as in the RSI, we use the EMA 14. Okay, so here we are using also the two EMAs in the market, the one of the most popular indicator. Okay, and it also works with future stocks and other is just like you can also use these indicators in the another market, such as like in the future stocks, commodities, and currencies also. So the calculation of MACD. Okay, so MACD is basically plotting between negative and positive levels. This is a kind of zero level, which is we can call this at neutral. The above the levelings are in positive and below the levelings are in negative. The above the zero level are indication for the buy one, and below the zero level is indication is for the sell one. Okay, here we have the two EMAs, which is based on 26 and 12 EMAs. Okay, the MACD line is nothing but the difference between 26 and 12 EMAs. Basically, you have to take the average of every 26 days and 12 days average. Okay, how the line react. EMA line always take the average of 26 days and 12 days of the closing price of the candlesticks. Okay, so according to the movement, for an kind of example, if the candle closing price, if the last past and past means if 3 days before candlesticks closing price were 6 and after that closing price will be 5 4, then what can you assume from this? You can assume that the candle's closing price will be continuously falling. It means the market is continuously going towards the sell side. So according to this level, the MACD line will react. It always make the average assumptions, or you can say the closing, always it like conclude the closing price between the 26 and 12 days EMAs. Okay, and apart from this, it also have the strong signal line, which is itself as a more aggressive and more responsive than the MACD line. Okay, the signal line is most important in the MACD part. Okay, you basically have to follow this line, because look, between EMA 14 and EMA 9. Okay, between EMA 14 and EMA 9, more responsive is EMA 9, because the more the smaller will be the period, the more reactive it will be going towards the market. Okay, the smaller the period, the more responsive it will be towards the market. So among these, which one is the smaller period? The 9 is the smaller period, so that's why it will be react more towards the market than any other else. Okay, so we have basically here the two EMA lines. Okay, which are going to tell you that whether the trend are moving towards the buy side, whether the moving the trends towards the sell side, what is the neutral zone, and how you can going to check the market. The MACD histogram is the bar chart. Here you can also get the MACD histogram. Histogram means, if you will see in the part of the MACD also have the histograms. Apart from these two lines, EMA lines, the MACD also have the kind of MACD histograms. Okay, these histograms are also have the another prediction in itself, because they are the kind of a zone which always follow a strong responsive market in the chart. So as the histogram will be in the upside, it will be a strong buy for, as we are in the basic class, so that's why I am telling on the basic way, because it will actually including in the advanced part, the MACD histogram. Okay, so if you take it as in a simple way, so if the histograms bars are on the higher side, means the volatility is towards the higher zone, and if they are forming towards the lower zone, then you can take, yeah, it's forming towards the low side. Okay, the essentially it calculates the difference between an instrument 26 days and 12 days exponential moving average. It means that the MACD is basically forming an EMA, which is actually the instrument of 26 days or 12 days closing price. Okay, in the calculation of their values, the both moving averages use the closing price of whatever the period is measured. Whatever the period is going to measured in the closing price, the MACD line will going to measure through like this. On the chart, on the MACD chart, the 9-day EMA of the MACD is itself as plotted as well. Although these kind of calculations which already done by the software by themselves, okay, as you just only have to apply the MACD software. Okay, and don't change the numbers, because the 14 and line will be already set it by default. Okay, but as by preference, if you want to change it, you can. Otherwise, I will not suggest you to change it. Okay, because already it will be set it by a default number. A 9-day EMA of the MACD itself is plotted at well, and it acts as a trigger for buy and sell decisions. The MACD generates a bullish signal when it moves above its own 9-day EMA, and send a sell signals when it moves its 9-day EMA. So let's check out in the market. This is a kind of thing which you can see in the chart. Okay, the MACD, the above zones is a positive and below zones is a kind of negative zone. So we have basically crossovers. Okay, in the MACD part, we basically have to learn crossovers, because MACD and signal line crossover is the main thing. It will going to tell you whether the market is short-term buy or long-term sell, or long-term, basically these going to tell us the buy and sell. Okay, and also the trend, of course. The zero line crossover. Zero line crossover is means when the market is above the zero line, the buy trend is going to establish, and when the market is below the below the zero level, the market will establish the sell trend in the market. Okay, the positive and negative divergence, the same as in the RSI. And RSI, we also have the divergence part. Here we are also going to study the divergence. Okay, so let's take out the MACD crossover. The most commonly discussed way to use MACD is to buy the instrument when the fast line crosses over the bullish crossover, and sell short it when the fast line crosses the below the signal line, which is bearish crossover. So what it's basically, here we are seeing that which is the fast line among the MACD line and signal line. MACD line is always 14 line, and signal line is always the 9 line. So among this, which one is more reactive? Which one is more reactive, guys? Response me. Among MACD line and signal line, which one is more responsive? No, MACD is actually a 14 day average. Okay, and what I told you earlier, that the smaller the period, the more responsive it is. So the more responsive is signal line and not the MACD line. MACD will response in the market but less than signal line, because if it is MACD line is 9, for in the kind of example, if we take MACD line in the 9 EMA and it will be a 14, then it will be a more responsive, because the smaller the period, the more responsive it is towards the market. So in the signal line we always use 9-day EMA, and in the MACD part we always use 14-day EMA. So according to the smaller period zone, the signal line will be more responsive and it is smaller in numeric value. Okay, so here you can see this is the zero level and this is the uptrend, this one is the downtrend. Okay, this one is the two lines, MACD line and red one is signal line. So which one is the fast reactive? Of course the signal line will be fast reactive towards the MACD zone. Okay, so as you can see, the MACD line the signal line is going to react in the market according to the trend zone. Okay, so side by side the MACD line will also keep on following the signal line, okay, according to the trend. Okay, and here you can see when the market is towards the buy side, okay, when the market is towards the buy side and when the market is about to bounce towards the higher high zone, then the okay, it was also a condition, then the MACD line will going to cross the market, will going to cross the signal line from the below. Okay, when the fast line crosses above, when the fast line crosses means this one is the signal line, and when the signal line is above the MACD line, okay, when the signal line, this red line is above the MACD line and we have the crossovers in the downside. Okay, when the signal line is above the MACD line, this one is called buying. This one is called buying crossover, means you have to go for buy side. Okay, you have to go for buy side. It is always called as bullish crossover. Okay, and when the market is in uptrend, means above the zero level. Okay, and when the MACD line crosses the signal line from the below, means when the signal line is below the MACD line, okay, is below the MACD line, and here you can see the crossover, it is called the selling crossover, means it is a bearish crossover in the market. Okay, so how the buying crossover will be take place when the level is below the zero level. Okay, below the zero level, and the signal line will be, this one signal line will be above the MACD line, and here the crossover will take place. Okay, then it will be called as bullish crossover, and when the signal line is above the zero level and it will be crossed, the signal line is below the MACD line. Okay, the signal line is below the MACD line, it is called as bearish, means selling crossover. Till now everyone is getting clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, let me take you to the another slide. Look, the market is in downtrend, and according to trend, okay, now let's talk about the trend. The MACD crossovers occurs when the line and signal lines are intercepts, often indicating a change in the momentum trend in the market. Okay, for an example, the market is downward trend, okay, and in downtrend also they are doing this type of things. Okay, the market is taking swings, then only in the downside zones you can see these kind of crossovers from the higher side, from the lower side. Okay, this is what market confirms you, MACD confirms you that the trend is towards the downside, but you can take the trade in also in the swings part. Okay, for an example, market is now falling, so maybe the MACD also below the zero level, and it makes you the crossover like this in the buy side, in the sell side, in the above side. Okay, we will also see in the market. Let me take you to the market. You have the right review over there. Yeah. This is basically a MACD line. Blue line is a signal line and the red line is the MACD line. Okay, here the MACD and signal line. Okay, so what you are going to say here, look, the signal line is above and the this line, and this line is falling below, and this one is a signal line, this one is a MACD line, this one is a signal line. So this one is the signal line is above of the MACD line, and here you can see the buy zone in the market. Okay, also a indication of the piercing pattern, because it was cover the half of the market. Okay, it will be also is like the bullish engulfing pattern also. So the market is moving towards the higher high side, but the trend is towards the downside, as the both the both the EMAs are below the zero level. So it will be confirming the trend is towards the downward zones, but according to the swings you can take the trade. As you can see in the downtrend also, you have this selling crossover, as the MACD line is below and the signal line is MACD line is above and the signal line is below. So here you can see the downfall. Okay, here the market is in overlap, so avoid these kind of period. And when the market is going to change the trend, when the market is going to change the from downtrend towards the uptrend, okay, you can see the MACD line is come to the above of the zero level. Okay, here what you are seeing, here we are seeing that the here what you are seeing here, we can see that the signal line is below but the MACD line is above, so it will be a kind of selling crossover. And here you can see downfalls. Here is market is an overlap period, overlap, avoid the market, and after this you again can see selling crossover. Okay, MACD signal line is below, MACD line is above, crossover, and here you can see again downfall. Here you can see again selling pressure, again selling pressure. Okay, till now this kind of thing is basically taken in the market. You can take follow any kind of chart pattern in this, but basically when the matter is comes of the trend, okay, then you can follow 4 hourly, 1 hourly chart. Okay, and if you see the same thing on the minutes chart also, you will kind of getting the right view, because this is a kind of thing which always gives you support in the market, not the proper trade. Look, here you can see a kind of bullish crossover, as the signal line is above, MACD line is below. Okay, so it will work upon in every of the chart. Okay, but it is all the matter of supporting, because main you have to see the candlestick part, and after any kind of confusion if occurs in your mind, then you can go on with the MACD part, because it is a kind of very easy thing for all of you to take up the trade. If you see the 1 hourly chart, it also works same. Look, selling crossover. Okay, in the downside zones you can see buying, here also selling, here kind of overlap pattern, here is also kind of selling. Okay guys, are you getting my point? I hope this part is clear, crossover part.
Yes, ma'am. But what is better, RSI, this MACD?
You can use both. I suggest you like you can use both. Let me use the RSI also with this. Okay, because they are going to tell you the kind of same thing in the market, because RSI and MACD, they are the both kind of same thing. Okay, this is also a kind of momentum indicator, or you can say the trend indicator, and this one is also a kind of trend indicator for you. Okay, basically it is going to tell you the trend change in the market, and this one is basically going to tell you the short term, means the you can also take up trade on resistance and support level. You can these both two, because these both two are work on the simultaneous basis. As here also you can see overbought position. Okay, sorry, overbought position, market is rising, but here MACD is still towards the still towards the downtrend and kind of overlap, but here RSI already shows you the overbought condition. Okay, so you can, if you want to check the trend in the market, you can go on with the MACD, and if you want to check that bounces or kind of support and resistance level, and you want to check the breakout level pattern in the market, you can use the RSI. It is depending upon the market situation, depending upon the time frame. Okay, and if you want to use both in the same chart, you can use that. Okay, it's all up to you. Okay, yeah. So let's check the another kind of patterns also. USD JPY hourly chart. Okay, here also what we can see in the RSI part, that it touches 30 level and rising towards the 50. Okay, here also we can see that yes, the bounce is towards the higher high zone. Okay, and here we can see the change in the trend, that what is the buying crossover we are getting here. Okay, so this is a basic of trend confirmation, that yes, the trend is going to change. We are confirming from the MACD. Okay, the market is going to touch the what, the touch 70 level, and now it's going to fall. Okay, here also you are getting what, here also you are getting selling crossover, oversold, selling crossover, and market is falling. Kind of they are working in, you know, kind of simultaneous ways. Here the market is an overlap. Okay, but here the market is kind of showing off you small bounces, that the trend is confirmed, that the market is towards the downtrend, and when the market is break this pattern, the market is towards the uptrend. Kind of the RSI is making the breakout patterns also, but the main trend what's going on, it can be, you know, signifying from the MACD. Let's check the different kind of charts also. It works on the daily chart also. Look, here you can get the proper crossovers in the oversold overbought kind of pattern in the market. Okay, what you are getting a kind of we are getting a kind of bearish crossover. Here the market is falling. Okay, here also the market is in overbought condition and market is falling. Here also you can see a breakout pattern in the trend can be seen here, and the market is falling. In the daily chart we can see this, and let's check on the gold part also. The market is rising. Okay, but here also what you can confirm, that the trend is about to change towards the buy side, because it is above the zero level, and 50 it is above the zero level. So both kind of what we can assume, that the trend is confirmed, that the trend is going to play for the more time, because no breakout we can see in the indicator, and we can see on the candlesticks pattern also. Okay, so the gold will be work more towards the buy side, as we can see in the indicator also. We can get the support from the indicator also, and the candlestick also yet not give out any breakout pattern. GBP JPY, bearish crossover, overbought, both are falling. You can see in the market the downfall. 2, it will be at least the trade of, it will be at least 250 pips trade for you. When you can see these kind of crossovers in the market on the kind of MACD and RSI, the market will at least give you 100 to 200 kind of pips trade. Okay, so it will be a golden chance for you to book out your trade, but according to the market sentiments. Okay, so the last part is of our divergence. Okay, here also you can see the kind of crossovers. This is also a kind of, you know, divergence in the market, when the market is making the higher high, but the MACD is making the lower high. MACD is not supporting the market zone, they are making the lower high. So this one is calling as a bearish bearish divergence. And when the market is making the lower low and the MACD is making the higher high, this one is calling as bullish crossover, means a kind of bullish divergence in the market. The divergence basically I suggest you to use in the daily chart, because when the long time trend is going to break out in the market, so you have the best view in the daily chart. Okay, and used to try to find out these patterns in the daily chart also. Divergence only occur, the best divergence only occur in daily chart, because the trend formation mostly take place there. So I suggest you to take daily and kind of 4-hourly also. Okay, so the divergence is basically a kind of thing which market is not supporting each other. The market, you can see the market is making higher highs, and the same as with the RSI. If the divergence are forming in MACD, the divergence will form in RSI also. Okay, and if the RSI is going to support the buy trade, the MACD will going to support the buy trade also. So you can have the two kind of confirmations along with the candlesticks. Okay, so this is all about today's class. Okay, this is a very kind of, because the MACD is just like the RSI, so it didn't take much time to do the classes. Look, in the GBP JPY also we can see the market. Here the market is falling, here also the kind of overbought position, and the market is changing its trend. And if you can see it on the exotic pairs, SPX 500 also, you can see, look, the market is forming the triple bottom, double top with triple bottom. So this one is a kind of thing when the market is falling, but the trend is yet not changed. And here also the trend is yet not changed with a kind of you can say, here also you can take the bearish crossover, and here also we can have the overbought position. So the market will have the small bounces, but the trend is yet not changed. Look, the trend is yet not changed in the market. So this is all about today's class. Okay guys, and only the one session is left, okay, for the tomorrow's class, and then afterwards we will winding up the session. Okay, so let's, I'm closing off these slides. Okay, and thank you for your time. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.